That's an interesting event where you try to kind of refresh your mind of all that happened during the 2012 season, who won championships, who did well, and who's trying to rebuild their program or take it to another level, or trying to end losing streaks. And it's kind of fun to see these new crop of players come in who's not used to being in the limelight, especially at a program like CAK, who's won back-to-back state championships, and they sent Charlie High and Brett Kendrick and Josh Smith over to Tennessee, and now there's all these new faces, and they're some two-time defending champions, but it's a completely new team. So it's fun to see those guys finally get in front of the media, answer some questions, and see what they can do on the football field. I guess the first that really caught my eye was Todd Kelly Jr. Obviously, I mean, he's got so much attention already, but to see him in person, you can see that he's put on 10 pounds in the offseason, and he's up to 195 now. And I mean, he looks college-ready already, and he looks like he'd go to Tennessee and contribute right away. I'm sure they wish he could come to Tennessee and contribute. But he's put in the offseason work. He's taking this thing seriously. He wants to win a championship his last year at Webb School in Knoxville, and he talked about his leg strength, and he worked on that all in the offseason, and that's scary to think that he could get stronger in his legs, get faster, and get even more explosive as a player.
I talked to Michael Skates, who said that he plays all positions.
He does. He's a guy who can play any spot on the offensive line, seemingly. He can play on the defensive line, and he's got an awesome beard, too. And that's the thing I've noticed a lot with these kids. I mean, they got Duck Dynasty beards, and I mean, I'm 34 years old, and I can't even grow a beard. I could grow an awesome neck beard down here somewhere and just let it shag out. But
there was a dude, Chaz from Sevier County, that had this bright red beard.
Yeah, I mean, I'd look pretty sketchy if I grew out a beard. And Patrick Dalton, another from CAK, 6'5", 330. He can grow an awesome beard. So a little bit of beard envy on my part. I wish I could be like them, and I'm a grown man. So kind of sad in that respect that they're better athletes and better facial hair grower than I am.
Another kid that was interesting to me, Kobe from Powell, not playing this season, had an accident this spring, brought him along today because he's a big motivator.
Yeah, I think that's always good for high schools to treat kids like that and make them still feel part of the team and feel special. That's what's special about high school athletics. And it's also good for Coach Kilgore out at Powell, who's a first-year coach there, to do things like that, endear himself to the fan base and to parents and to guys in the locker room to show that he cares about the kids, even though he hasn't been there a long time. He got the job at Powell this year. He was a former coach at Central, kind of rivals there, and coming into that Powell community and making sure that all the parents know, all the kids know that he's there for their best interests and to make them feel part of the team and special, even if they're not playing.
And do you think there are going to be any surprises this season?
Surprises? Maybe. I look at a team like Sevier County, who graduated a lot of great wide receiver talent, and they're right back up there on the same level again. They got a kid named Dorian Banks who transferred in, who UT's already offered, an underclassman kid who's really talented that you'll see, I think, at wide receiver and defensive back, and then a sophomore named Austin Pope, who people around here have been telling me about. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but I hear he's like 6'3", 200 pounds, just a sophomore, looks the part. So I expect Sevier County to be right back where they left off last year. Luke Manning's back at quarterback, so they could have another great year. It's also be neat to see a team like Kings Academy, got a new coach in Matt Lowe, who took Powell to a state championship game a few years back. High energy coach to come in there and kind of build them up as a program out there in the Seymour community. They'll now be a playoff eligible team in Division II. They'll be taking on Webb this year as part of their schedule. So look out just for Kings Academy stories here and there where you may not have seen those in the past. All right, thanks.